I am Lynn Curtin, and I'm a former Real Housewife of Orange County. Right now, I am still the jewelry designer that I've always been, and I am busy working with the jewelry. I'm manufacturing in LA, and then I also do quite a lot of bit of philanthropy. I have some charity events coming up, actually 2 in a row next month, so excited about that. I grew up in Thailand. So my mom and dad had my mom would go to India like she was going on a trip to Catalina. She'd go, we're flying to India today. And I was like, oh, cool. And so she would bring back all this jewelry and brought each of the daughters, I have 2 sisters, she would bring us back these princess rings, and they had star sapphire, they had emerald, diamond, ruby, every single kind of stone on it. And we each had that, and we were just like, I was just like mesmerized by her jewelry box. My mom's jewelry box was incredible. From 2006 to 2023, it has just been a constant trunk shows and going to events. I have my jewelry in the mall now, and I have wonderful friends that always support me, and just believing in myself that I can make it. How I ended up on the Real Housewives of Orange County is my girlfriend's daughter, one of my best friends, we were actresses together. We were studying to be actresses, I should say. The only thing I ended up doing with that was a little dental video and some modeling work. But so she said one day, hey, they are looking for someone to be on the Real Housewives of Orange County. And I said, sure, I would be happy to, do the interview. So they came to my house and interviewed me and my family. And there was kind of like 3 interviews, I guess I would say. And I heard through the grapevine that they had already picked the housewife. And so I was down in my studio doing my jewelry, and I was like, I guess they don't want me, and feeling all sad. And they ended up calling and saying, we want to take it to the next level. My children literally thought that we were going to be the Kardashians. So they were all gung-ho. They were like, let's do it. I'm so excited, Mom. I can't wait. So it was cute, So I was like, are you sure? And then my business was just starting. I had a whole line of leather cuffs that I was selling and hand making. I was taking brooches and I was going to get leather. I was shopping for leather at like garage sales, and I was wrapping them in these kind of like a band like this, but like a 2-inch or 3-inch, and I would put these big emblems. Nobody was doing that, so I kind of had the corner on the market there, so it was kind of cool. I went into this thinking it's just going to be fun because my friend's daughter was on the Laguna Beach show, and so she was having fun, and social media wasn't a big thing. So I didn't think. I was like, oh, well, maybe it will, I'll just do a couple episodes. And my friend was a really good friend with one of the girls on the show, and I knew she was doing it. So I thought, oh, Lori Peterson is doing it. She's going to be like my friend on the show, and I'll get to, hang out with Lori, and I know Lori's probably really cool. Well, it turns out I was replacing Lori. So after the 2nd or 3rd episode, Lori decided not to do any more of the filming. So then I came on in about the 3rd episode, I think, 3rd or 4th episode. So it was a lot of fun. I wasn't knowing what to expect. When they first told me, yeah, we want you, I was like, they're gonna be so bored watching me like eat popcorn on my couch. I thought they were gonna be there 24/7, but it wasn't like that at all. Just filming was like, oh, we're gonna film tomorrow. You're gonna be home. What do you got going on? I'm like, I'm going to my manufacturers. You guys can come with me. So they would tag along because I was actually still working and, doing all that. And then once a week they would come by and they would do like a sit-down interview with you. And, sometimes you'd have a bottle of tequila underneath the chair just to like kind of get you all warmed up here. And then they would have makeup artists, which was great. So you looked great. You had like people putting eyelashes on you and coming up to you and doing your hair. But during the other times, you were like, I'm in the bathroom trying to put one eyelash on. So I had all these eyelashes in my coffee cup. I came downstairs one day, I'm like, there's another eyelash all over the house. I tried to be as authentic as I could because I studied film and television, and I was like, you just have to keep it real because the camera picks up every nuance. They can tell if you're, if you're fake crying. I mean, I can call some people out right now that I'm like, oh my God, that is not legit, But I try to keep it as real as possible. Sometimes the camera crew would be like, hey, did you know that she was trying to copy you on that or whatever? And then they kind of get you a little spurred up, you're just like spur up the emotions, I guess I should say, where you're kind of like already, you might have another glass of wine and then they call it camera ball. So that's the thing too that will happen to you because you're like, wait a minute, she did not do that. She did not say she was gonna do that, My mom bought all the episodes at Target. You could actually buy, and I go, Mom, we already have every episode, because every time before it airs, they would send you it. So we'd have like little parties and groups. We'd all come and we'll all watch it together, you know. The cuffs, I would go to friends' parties in Newport and Laguna, and they would invite me over and just say, bring some cuffs over to my house. My friends will like them, and I'd be like, okay, well, we're like struggling here, so this is great. You know, we'd have a party on the sand, on the beach, beautiful party, and I'd be like, okay, here's I'll just lay a couple out. I came home with like, a couple grand one day, just because my friends are like, they were buying them at like $250 a pop, so it was kind of cool. When I first started making it one night, my kids were in high school, and I was using this glue that was pretty, your eyes were watering, and I was drinking white wine, and one night I'm like, I'm gonna make all these cuffs. I took this leather that was from a leather couch, just say like a leather, that someone was getting rid of, and it was pristine underneath, but the top of the white leather couch was, filthy and gross. But I took that leather and I cut it, and I took my grandmother's old brooches, I took anything I could find like really cool shoe things from like Gucci, and I would put those on there, and they looked great. But the leather was so thick, so it was so hard. I used my chip clips, my clothespins, and put them all around it. And then I found this manufacturer that I found out right when the show came to me. I had already found my sources in LA. I hit the pavement and went to LA to all this, pretty bad. I had to put my money in my boot. I had cowboy boots on. I put my cash in my boots and walk the streets trying to, find sourcing, so that was pretty lucky that I'd already had that in place before I even started the show. So with the leftover leather, I wanted to do something with those, so I made dog collars and doggy accessories. But I never say no to any work, so I'm constantly in my car. It's like, just like I bring stuff. I never say no to a charity, so I'm working with like another charity called Miracle for Kids right now, and so I'm excited. Go to Lynn Curtin at gmail.com if they want to reach out to me, if I can help them in any way. And then my product is lynncurtin.com is my website. If you believe in yourself, you can do anything. Just never quit. I like to say, what do I say? If you never quit, you can't fail, and just keep going. And it's just my mantra that I go by is just to be yourself and believe in your product. So I don't make anything that I would never wear. People are like, why don't you do this? And this is like really in right now. I'm like, I would never wear that. If I won't wear it, I won't make it, And what am I gonna do if no one buys it? At least I know I like it and I'll wear it,
Thanks for watching this episode of Great American Women. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and get notified when future episodes are released. If you or someone you know would like to be considered for an upcoming episode, please message us today. And don't forget to like, comment, and share. We look forward to hearing your stories.